Hi everyone, Nancy here. It is October 5, 2021, and the time is 4 minutes to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the temperature is plus 17, and that is 63 degrees in US terms. Yes, and I was out here a little bit earlier, about an hour ago, I think. No, I was out here not about an hour ago. I was out. Whoa, what's that? Okay, sorry guys. I just heard something, a noise. It sounded like a zipper, kind of like a little animal. But there's a neighbor sitting outside on their backyard, and I think what I heard was them doing something with like a Velcro sound, right? Velcro. It looks like maybe they're working on. They're sitting on a bench, and I think they're working on a computer, and they did some kind of noise, and it scared me. It sounded like an animal. Anyway, yeah, I think I was out here like around 1:16 or so. So it was not an hour ago. It was earlier. Yes, and I was just filming the trees, the colors of the leaves that have changed. So I'll have that video for you, and at the end screen, or maybe the link below in the description box. Anyways, yes guys, and it was cold earlier, but right now it is warmer. But if you do not have a heavy sweater, you're going to be cold. But it's warmer, but you do need a sweater, so it's very nice. Yep. What's that? I can hear some people screaming their heads off. Okay, they're just kids playing. Guys, I was just wondering, you see, we are now at the end of the year, and for me, 2021 still feels as though it just started. For me, it still feels like we just entered into 2021. Does it feel like that for you too? For me, it does. It still feels for me like we are still at the beginning of 2021. Like 2021 is still a brand new year, but it's not. Okay, now we are at the end of 2021. Okay, October now. We're in October. Okay, and the new year is just around the corner. So I was just wondering, I said to myself, let me come out here and make a video to ask everybody if there are any regrets that you have up until this point, of the year, for things that you said to yourself that you wanted to accomplish before the end of the year would arrive. Like, are these things things that you could have done and gotten them over with at the beginning of the year, only that you didn't do it and you just left it until it just didn't get done? Like that kind of a regret. I'm not talking about, like, for example, some people would like to start they wanted to work on their health. They wanted to make some kind of changes that has to do with their physical health, and they would prefer to have started at the beginning of the year, only they didn't. I'm not talking about that, because those are gradual changes. Oh, there's a bee. Go away, bee. Go away, bee. Okay. I don't know if you saw it, but maybe you did. And yes, I'm not talking about those kinds of regrets. I'm talking about regrets like decisions that had an instant change. Do you understand? Something that would have made or created an instant change in your life at that hour, had you made it. So I'm wondering, do you have any kind of regrets that you wish you could have done at the beginning of the year, only that you didn't do it? And now, because you didn't make those changes, some kind of whatever situation is in your life is still the same. So had you made that change at the beginning of the year, it would have meant a different situation for you now. Do you understand? So anyway, I'm just wondering, guys. For myself, I was trying to think about. I was trying to think like, what do I have any of those kinds of regrets? And I was thinking and thinking like before I came out here to record, but I can't think of anything. I'm just trying to think any regrets. I'm trying to see maybe if there's anything, but I don't. Oh, there's a blue jay. It's off to my right. You guys can't see it. It just took off. There are a lot of blue jays living in these trees around here. And they're very vocal. A lot of them living in these trees around here. Anyway, yeah, so I was trying to see if there's anything, I was thinking in my brain, as my little cousin Annie, who's no longer little anymore, would say, my 4-year-old cousin Annie, she'd say, "Wait, I'm thinking in my brain." Annie's so funny. Okay, so anyway, I'm trying to think right now, guys. You see, because okay, I've been at this new location for, it's going to be 1 year now, because I moved here in November 9 of 2020. Now, okay, we are in October, so next month will be 1 year, right? So 10 months, I suppose, at the end of September. And I'm trying to I don't want to say remember, because I don't have anything in my memory banks about any regrets that I have about this year. The one thing that comes to my head is the neighbors that I had back at the other location. If there were any regrets, I did have some regrets about certain neighbors, but then things changed after a little while. Those regrets changed, yes. About some help that I gave them, and at first I had regretted it, and then after, oh great, somebody's playing loud music someplace. It could be in a car. I don't know, it sounds like it's coming from a house behind us. Anyway, yeah, so after a few weeks had passed, and because I had been talking to God about this, and then I said, "Lord, you know what? Come to think of it, after thinking about it very well, I no longer have those regrets." And I'm very happy that it turned out that I don't have any regrets anymore. So that's the only thing that I can think of, guys. Like, I had regrets in the very beginning, right when I first came here, because I was just wondering, should I have helped those people, or was it the right thing to do? I didn't ask the Lord, if I could have helped them, so maybe that's why I'm feeling regrets. But like I said, after speaking to the Lord for months after that, when I first came here, then my regrets suddenly ended, and I still feel the same way, and I'm very, very happy about my decisions to help certain people, those neighbors. So I'm very happy, and I'm happy for those people. Yep. And I guess that's it. So I don't know what else, guys. I don't know. For myself, I don't have any other regrets. Well, like I said, I no longer have any more regrets, but outside of that, I don't remember. Well, it's not that I've forgotten anything, but I'm just saying there have not been any more regrets. There haven't been any more. So I'm wondering if you guys have any regrets. And if you do, then let me know. If you want to tell me just You can just post your comments down at the comments, and yep, and let me know what that is. And if your regrets are the kind where, as I described in the beginning, where it would have resulted in a sudden change in a situation, whether it's your life or somebody else's life, you know, is there something stopping you? Ooh, shoot, little bugs everywhere. They're coming so close to my face. Like, is there something stopping you from moving forward with making those decisions? And if nothing is stopping you, then my suggestion is that you go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. If you're able to do it, then go ahead. If it results in something good for you, or something good for somebody else, or a group of people, I don't see why it wouldn't be a good idea. But if the situation right now is that, like, if you were to go ahead and move forward with whatever you didn't do at the beginning of the year, if that's going to create some kind of trouble or a conflict in your life or in the life of other people, you understand what I'm saying? Because if you want to do something that's going to be good for you or for somebody else, but because where you are at this stage right here today, when you're listening to this, it would actually cause more problems, then maybe it wouldn't be a good idea. I have no idea what's going on in your life. I'm just trying to give you some advice, right? Because if it's still a good thing, if something good is going to come out of it, 100%, no trouble afterwards, then go ahead. But if something more trouble, some kind of trouble will come out of it, if you do this thing because of the time that you're in now, then perhaps you shouldn't. You have to think about it. You know your situation, and you have to weigh the best option for you and for whomever is involved, or maybe even an animal, I don't know, or whatever is involved. Only you know your situation, so you would know best. And maybe you can speak to people that are close to you, that you are really, you really trust, and talk to them about that situation, and get a different point of view from somebody else. Get some kind of advice from people who know you, because it's good, guys. It's good to ask people that we're very close to for advice about a certain situation, because usually people who know us very well can help us make decisions. Sometimes they will say, you know what, this is what you're facing if you move forward with it, and this is what you're facing if you don't. Now you have to make a decision. Or they might tell you, they might even encourage you and say, you know what, if you do this, even though it's a good idea, at the end of everything, it's not worth it because of the trouble that is going to happen. You might get an advice like that, or you might get like an advice where your friend or whomever is telling you it is a good decision to move forward with it, even though this negative thing is going to happen. The best thing is, the good thing will result, and at the end of it, even though something unpleasant will happen, you just move forward, because you have to continue moving forward, and that's how you deal with it. You might get that kind of advice. So that's what I would suggest, that you would speak to somebody. If you can't make the decision on your own, if it's too difficult for you, so then talk to somebody. Yeah, talk to somebody. Guys, people have really good advice, because when you are dealing with a situation that somebody else is not, then it is good to get their advice, because they are outside of the situation and they have a better perspective. More often than not, they have a better view, a better idea of what the person who is asking for their help should be doing. Like they have a better idea of how that situation should be handled. Yes, guys, so then ask somebody that is close to you. Make sure that it's someone that, you really trust, and somebody that won't say anything to anybody. Because if you're trusting in them also to keep a secret, then you have to make sure that you speak to somebody who is not going to, talk to people that don't have una lengua larga. Like people, that's Spanish for people who don't have a long tongue, you understand? People who don't start spreading your business. Tiene que cortarle esa lengua. I just said, you have to cut their tongue. Cut it out. I'm just kidding. Oh boy. Yeah. In case you're new to this channel, I'm from Ecuador. Ow, I'm getting itches on my leg, and I don't think they're animals, although I am seeing little bugs everywhere. They're just flying around. Guys, you know what? Every time I come out here on the balcony, because this is such a heavily forested area, right? A lot of trees, a lot of trees. You hear so many different kinds of birds, and it feels like you are in a marsh. That's the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I come out here and I hear all these animals. It feels like I'm in a marsh. When I was little, I don't remember what grade. You hear that? Do you hear that? It sounds like well, of course it's a bird, but I don't know, a crane? We don't have cranes here because this is the city. But there are a variety of animals in the city here. We have coyotes and skunks and of course squirrels and every kind of bird and chipmunks and I believe we have moles. I haven't seen a mole, but we have different kinds of skunks. Guys, the skunks, like the one that has the one white stripe going down the center of its back, and then we have the other one that has the two stripes going down either side of its body, like on the left side of its body and also on the right side, so it looks really wide and fat. Yes, and don't remember what else. Oh, a lot of raccoons, of course. A lot of raccoons. I've seen cardinal. Oh, bee, go away, bee. Go away, hold on, guys. Oh, go away, bee. Okay, it's gone away. Yes, we have a lot of cardinals and blue jays and a lot of finches. Finches are little tiny, wee tiny birds. A lot of hummingbirds. I'm not an expert, with birds or animals, guys. This is just what I'm saying is the knowledge that I know. And of course, pigeons and seagulls. Guys, seagulls are really vicious. They're more mean than pigeons. Seagulls are vicious, guys. They will wrestle you for a chicken. Yeah, if you have a chicken in your hand, the seagull's gonna come and beat you up and take the chicken and run away. Do you think I'm joking? That's not a joke, that's for real. Yeah, if you're sitting on the beach, the seagull, the big ones, they'll come over to you and grab it from your hands and they'll take it, man. And if you think you're gonna try and fight them, you need to watch it because they're gonna poke out all your eyes. They will poke out your eyes and pull your nose, pull it to the side and upstairs and downstairs, and they're gonna pull out your ears and poke your ears and do all kinds of awful things with their beaks. Yeah, and then they'll grab your hair with their beak and pull it and pull it and pull it and twist your hair and spin you around in the air, guys, like a helicopter. Like that. I'm not serious. I mean, I'm serious, guys. I'm serious. They're vicious seagulls. So that's why you have to be very careful when you're at the beach eating chicken. Yes. And Squirrels, like I said, we have squirrels, black squirrels and silver squirrels and red squirrels, brown squirrels. Um, I've heard of, I think, albino squirrels, but I haven't seen any albino squirrels. And there's this bird, I don't know what it's called, but I have it on film. It's a oh, we have crows also. We have gigantic crows and little ones. I remember when we used to live on this street, and across the street from our house there was a fence, and there was a parking lot behind the fence. And in the morning, every single morning, gigantic, massive crows would line up all along the top of the fence. And in the morning, they'd be going, rah, rah, like they'd be making really loud noises, guys, really loud noises. And it was always so nice because I'm fascinated by crows. I love crows. I like the large crows. I think they're really cool. So I was saying that there's this beautiful black bird that I have it on film. I saw it one time when I was on my way to do the shopping at Loblaws. And this bird, it was pitch black, and it had bright on the wings. It had these colors, bright orange and bright red, and I think bright yellow stripes all along the on either side of its wings. It just had like these bars. The bars probably like about an inch or an inch and a half in length. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? They were stripes, but very thick, about an inch wide and an inch long. Right? So the bird had these bars like all along, like the bars were side by side, right, on each side of the wings, on either side. So on one side of the bird's wing there were these 3 bars, and then the same thing on the other, very, very bright, and the bird was pitch black, and the bird was about the size of a small pigeon, just slightly smaller than a small pigeon. And I had never seen those birds here in Toronto, so yep. So I'm just imagining how many other kinds of nice birds are around here. I'm sure, wherever you are in the world, there are really beautifully created birds that God made everywhere, and birds that maybe you haven't even seen them, or maybe you already know what kind of birds are in wherever you live. Yep. Okay, guys. Now, little birdie, what am I hearing? Oh yes, we also have falcons here, hawks. We also have turkey buzzards. Owls. I don't know. I don't know what else, guys, but I'm sure we have a lot of. I mean, depending where you are in Canada, we're gonna have, whatever birds are gonna be native to wherever we are. Yep. And I don't think that the sound of that bird that you guys were hearing, I don't think that was a blue jay, because normally when I hear the blue jays, they don't sound like that. But I could be wrong, but it really didn't sound like that. I'm seeing a bird flying right now. It looks like a blue jay. Could be a blue jay. It's far away. It flew into a giant tree that looks like a Christmas tree. So, and guys, I guess that's it. Well, guys, from the topic of regrets, I went to talking about birds and all that, which I found to be quite pleasant. And now I'm hot, guys, and I'm wearing. Oh, look at that plane over there. Okay, there's a. Well, the airport is around here. The airport is nearby. The airport is about. By the way, that looks like a commercial plane. So, like a 200 passenger plane. That's how big it looked. The airport by the highway 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes from here. Yep. And if you're going to take the transit, it's going to take you, I think, half an hour. I think it takes half an hour to get there. I mean, depending on where you are. From here, we are in the East End, so it's going to take you half an hour to get there. That's one of the cars. It's they're ascending from the underground parking lot, and for those of you who don't know, they beep their horns to warn other incoming cars. Yep. So I was saying I'm boiling now because it got warmer. Yeah. Oh, I've been standing out here for almost an hour. No, my camera only records half an hour. So, whoa! Oh, there's a little bird, not birdies, a little, some kind of a bug came close to my eye, so I had to back away and swat it away. Yeah, but it's very nice, guys. We've had a very, well, at least here in Canada, we've had a very unusual, quote unquote, unusual summer, now autumn. It's very, very warm. All of September was really warm. Was very warm. We had a few days of crazy boiling heat in like dangerous heat in the summer, and the winter was not that cold. So as the years have gone by, our winters here in Canada have become warmer and warmer. When my parents first brought us to Canada, the snow used to come up to your knees, but then as the years passed by, the snow became less and less and less, and less colder and less colder. But the coldest month in Canada is February. That's the one that you have to watch out for. Yeah, I'm surprised because December is the middle of winter, okay? And February, right, it's moving into spring, right? January, February, March, and you think that it would be the warmest, or amongst the warmest of the winter months, but it's the most freezing. It really hurts, guys. You have to dress properly. If you're not dressed properly, it's your fault. You're gonna suffer. But if you're dressed properly, you're fine. Okay, guys, my computer. I always want to say my computer. I don't know why, but my camera stops recording every 29 minutes and 49 seconds for those of you guys who are new here. So I'm going to go, and thanks for coming. Thanks for watching this, checking this out. Share this video. Don't forget to click on subscribe and then on the bell so that you will be notified for each time that I upload a video. Okay, guys, muchas gracias por venir. Thank you for coming. Lo quiero todo mundo. I love everybody. Su familia, sus mascotas, your families, and your pets. And I love you too. Lo quiero mucho, 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 mucho. Besito para todo mundo. Kisses for everybody. I love you. Bye.